Just after midnight on September 27, 1869, Ellis County Sheriff Wild Bill Hickok and his deputy responded to a report that a local ruffian named Samuel Strawham and several drunken bodies were tearing up John Bitter's beer salon in Hays City, Kansas. When Hickok arrived and ordered the men to stop, Strawham turned to attack him, and Hickok shot him in the head. Strawham died instantly, as did the riot. Such were Wild Bill's less than restrained law enforcement methods. Famous for his skill with a pistol and steely calm under fire, James Butler Hickok initially seemed to be the ideal man for the sheriff of Ellis County in Kansas. The good citizens of Hays City, the county seat, were tired of the wild brawls and destructiveness of the hard-drinking buffalo hunters and soldiers who took over their town every night. They hoped the famous Wild Bill could restore peace and order, and in the late summer of 1869 elected him as an interim county sheriff. Tall, athletic, and sporting shoulder-length hair and a sweeping mustache, Hickok cut an impressive figure, and his reputation as a deadly shot with either hand was often all it took to keep many potential lawbreakers on the straight and narrow. As one visiting cowboy later recalled, Hickok would stand with his back to the wall, looking at everything and everybody under his eyebrows, just like a mad old bull. But when Hickok applied more aggressive methods of enforcing the peace, some Hays City citizens wondered if their cure wasn't worse than the disease. Shortly after becoming sheriff, Hickok shot a belligerent soldier who resisted arrest, and the man died the next day. A few weeks later, Hickok killed Strawham. While his brutal ways were indisputably effective, many Hays City citizens were less than impressed. Then, after only 5 weeks in office, he had already found necessary to kill 2 men in the name of preserving peace. During the regular November election later that year, the people expressed their displeasure, and Hickok lost to his deputy, 144 to 89 votes. The Wild Bill Hickok would later go on in other law enforcement positions in the West. His first attempt at being a sheriff had lasted only 3 months. Wild Bill's violent life also found later on a violent death. He was killed on a poker table game by a drunk player. Jesus told Peter when he wanted to draw his sword to defend himself and his master in Matthew 26:52. It says, Jesus said to him, "Put your sword in its place, for all who take the sword will perish by the sword." We believe we must do our part when protecting ourselves, but when we don't cross the threshold of trusting the Lord for the ultimate security. Do you want to put trust in the Lord? May God bless you.